Hello guys and welcome to F1 2019 career mode. It is back and we're going to Baku. Yes, hope you guys are excited. Unfortunately, the Grand Prix doesn't go very well. Basically the whole weekend, nothing goes well. Literally everything goes bad, apart from perhaps this. This is the invitational event, back in the McLaren, overtaking some cars as quick as possible. We overtake 10 cars in 4 minutes. Also, if you guys want to see another career episode tomorrow, let me know. Leave your likes and comments below. And also, should I do it as a live commentary? Let me know. Maybe that we could change it up a little bit. Have been seeing a few comments saying like, why are you doing it post commentary? Basically, the game involves a lot of concentration, and I feel like if I was doing commentary, the commentary would be very good. Or the gameplay would be bad, so I sort of like to edit it a little bit afterwards. Perhaps include some replays. There's no replays in this one because it goes that bad. There's nothing to highlight. It's horrific. The car wasn't quick enough, I wasn't quick enough. I think we had issues with the car as well. The MG UK and the actual engine itself was just a bit damaged, basically. The percent was like 55, 50%. It was a complete and utter struggle. Anyway, we've got 2 more cars to overtake. This is the invitational event, almost done. Love the sounds, love the visuals on this car. So good. I feel like a classic F1 driver. Few seconds left. This is the Circuit of the Americas, if you guys are interested. This comes up. What round is this? It's one of the later rounds. Round 17 or something like that. It's later in the season, so it will feature at some point. There we go though, 10 overtakes done. Happy with that. Yeah, so I'm sort of looking for any advice. I tried to sort of brake later in like qualifying in the race. But every time I braked a bit late, I would just hit the wall. So I just couldn't find a really good balance. The setup probably isn't ideal. The car is the slowest car on the straights, and Baku has the longest straight in any Grand Prix, so in any track. It's. I knew it was going to be tough, but this was ridiculous. I've done so bad. Anyway, yeah. So we beat our teammate Lando Norris, and we got the 10 overtakes done. Yes. The Azerbaijan Grand Prix. The upgrade did get complete, so we've got a secondary wing flap. So that's good news. There is a slight chance of rain at the end of qualifying.
The circuit has rubbed in with practice, but this is still going to be a difficult session for our drivers as they fight for pole position. Welcome to qualifying here in Azerbaijan. And I'm here, of course, with Anthony Davidson on what has turned out to be a very pleasant day indeed. No weather to interfere, no problems on the track, so absolutely no room for error.
That's right, Crofty. It's looking good out there at the moment. Each team will have their own game plan for this session, and of course, once the cars leave the garage, they'll be under parc fermé conditions, so any last-minute adjustments need to be done right here and now. Beyond that, it's all up to the driver. Who can keep their tyres in the right temperature? Who can hit their apexes? No race fuel on board these days, of course. These are the fastest cars we've had in a long, long time, and it's right here in qualifying where they're at their absolute peak. Let's get started.
I knew after practice that this was going to be a little bit tricky. I just knew. I just knew. This is my fastest lap, and I think it feels fairly neat, but again, I think I just have to brake a bit later. Be a little bit more aggressive on the apexes. I don't know. I really can't see like anything like overly dramatic that I need to change. Yeah, this straight is incredibly long, and I lose so much time on it. It's just ridiculous how much time I lose on this. I don't know. So I'm currently 20th. Like I'm talking a solid 20th position. Yeah, 20th. I've been like around the sort of 10th position, 12th I think maybe. Just absolutely terrible this weekend. Nothing went well. Nothing. Now, Even the contract negotiations, spoiler, at the end of this video, even that went wrong. Like, just everything went wrong. It's so bad. The amount of times I wanted to just restart the whole weekend, but I was like, no, I can't do that. Like, as an F1 driver, you can't just restart a Grand Prix if it's been bad. You just gotta just take it on the chin and come back stronger. But of course, the team wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed. Other teams weren't impressed. It was just, yeah, not great. See, I'm well up on my time currently, but it's still nowhere near good enough. Nowhere near good enough. It's just shock-a-locking. Yeah, I'm 2 seconds up, which is such a second in F1 is such a big amount of time. Ouch! As I smack my wing. Again, that's me just trying to be a little bit more aggressive, trying to brake a bit later. That wasn't a particularly great corner there.
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
Yes, I'm aware. Thank you very much. Yeah, again, we're going to see me beat my time by almost 2.5 seconds, but it doesn't even improve my position. That's how bad this weekend's going. Yeah. Bottas is well and truly already 4.5 seconds down on Bottas, and I'm a solid 20th position.
Good afternoon and welcome to Baku. This was the arena, if you think back to 2017, of one of the most eventful races of modern history, with controversy behind the safety car, last-second overtakes, and a historic podium for Williams and for Lance Stroll. So let's find out what lies in store for us this year. It's time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. Joining me for the Grand Prix once again is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Scott. They're starting towards the back of the field today in a car that is fast, so they'll be disappointed, won't they?
It's not a nice feeling, I promise you. They've got a quick car underneath them, but they've got onto the grid today and they need a pair of binoculars to see the start lights. They'll be desperate for a good start to make up for some of that deficit.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Bottas, Leclerc, Daniel Ricciardo and Perez, Butler, Raikkonen, Hülkenberg and Max Verstappen, Norris, Gasly, Kevin Magnussen and Grosjean, Giovinazzi, Weber, Robert Kubica and George Russell. They've taken a grid penalty. Scott and Alexander Albon picks up the last spot on the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Keep your eyes open on the run to turn 1 and keep it clean. We want to come out in one piece. Good luck.
So I decided to go for a slightly different strategy. We're obviously starting in 19th position. Albon had a penalty. So I'm going to go for the medium tyre first, which is the yellow marked tyre, and then switch to the soft compound, the C4 tyre. And hopefully that works. Yay. I hope. I mean, they're saying our target time of like a 1:46. That could be quite tricky. Yeah, as you can probably tell, this race doesn't particularly go to plan. Yeah, I'll go into like what I think happens. Yeah, I guess in the video, but yeah. Anyway, bit of a bad start. Albon around the outside, perhaps. Yep, found a bit of grip there. Well done. Next up, Kubica. The Williams, for some reason, just have a decent amount of pace in this game. I sort of slightly wish I selected them. Could be quite a fun little challenge. Because they've got a good engine. All you got to do is get a little bit more downforce in the car, and then you're pretty much ready and raring to go. Because the Mercedes engine is that good. Ooh, Russell around the outside.
That's a decent start.
Or down the inside even. Nice bit of rough overtaking there, but we got the job done. That's what matters. I would love to try and get points, but spoiler, that does not happen. It doesn't happen at all. So I looked into the car afterwards, after the race. The main engine block was a bit damaged. The MG UK was also a bit damaged. So I think it was just a bit down on power, to be honest. The car was not in great nick. Gearbox is starting to look a bit damaged as well. It was just, yeah. So I've decided for Barcelona, I will switch out some of the parts and really go for an all-out attack in Barcelona. Because we have to get a good result. We need to so badly. I mean, there's areas where I can obviously brake a bit later, but around some of the corners, if I braked a bit later, I'd slam straight into that wall. And I'll be like, oh, that doesn't help. I mean, look how much pace that pack in front has. I'm a sitting duck right now. An absolute sitting duck. Yep, so straight past me. I've got a high ERS, and I've got rich fuel. And I've got no pace. I got nothing. I got nout. There's nothing I can do. I think Russell locks up there, which means we go a bit wide to not crash. Can we get Russell back?
Okay, gap ahead is 4.1 seconds.
They just accelerate away, to be honest. I don't really know what I can do. I can't explain how bad this weekend was. I just feel like the car is just struggling to get going. So, really struggling.
Green flag.
So I wouldn't say like the lap looks terrible, but Perez is out of the race. We've now skipped to lap 5. As you can see, Russell has just disappeared. Really just lacking pace. I'm on a slower tyre as well, so that is a factor. So I'm hoping maybe we can feature later on in the Grand Prix. We can get back. This might be a good strategy. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Also, I find in this game, if you hit the curbs, you lose so much time. Like, I would love to like hit the apexes, smash apexes, but I just find that it's just, if you even remotely accelerate on those curbs, nothing. You're not going anywhere. Right, so people are starting to pit on lap 6. That was my best time of the Grand Prix so far, which is still not really that quick. It's just, it must be a bit right into the car, surely. It's gotta be. So hopefully, the previous Grand Prix have not gone that badly. Ricciardo, who pitted, now just flies on past. DRS open. He can do it so easily. He doesn't even have to try. But yes, we are up to 8, but we haven't pitted yet, so don't get too excited. This is where we should be after pitting. Let's have the pressing. So I'm like 25 seconds down on where I should be. Hulkenberg is behind us. Again, he catches us up so quickly on that fresh rubber. It's ridiculous. I braked so late there. I basically just slid into that corner. Again, this home straight just, oh, it hurt. Every time I went on this straight. Oh, it hurt so bad. Lap 8. Considering I must be getting a little bit more confidence, because these are starting to get quite old, these tyres. And my times are still getting quicker, so perhaps it's just about lack of confidence. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. The fact I'm improving on my time right now while getting overtaken and while the tyres are not at premium quality. Anyway, lap 8. You think you saw it there briefly. The MGH is like around like 50%, which is not ideal. Raikkonen, Butler, Verstappen, all overtaking me on the home straight. Yeah, lovely. Great stuff. And Kubica is behind me. What? So Kubica has pitted And he knows behind me. Mad. Absolute madness. W Vettel has retired. So we're not last place. We are 18th, I believe. And that's all due to retirements. So we're going to pit a lap early. Because I feel like maybe we can use the soft tyres to just get some good pace down. Maybe do some overtakes. They should last a good 4 laps. We should be alright. He says. As you see, we're dropping down the order fairly quickly. Yeah, we're last. Yeah, we're definitely last. Next up, Magnussen, who's having a pretty bad race apparently. But can we catch them up? Have a guess. Have a random guess. Tires are still a bit cold. Oh man, what a weekend. Lap 10. Yeah. Feel free to be constructive, please don't be too rude. I'm hoping for a lot better in Barcelona. I'm going to change some of the parts on the car. Hope I can improve my driving skills as well. Do feel slightly more comfortable in Barcelona. I really do find city tracks to be quite uncomfortable. I always seem to lack a bit of pace, so that could be a reason. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, even with these soft tyres, I don't feel... It doesn't look too bad. It's just not quick enough. Weird. Very, very weird. And to be honest, even if we did have the pace to try and catch up the guys in front, would be near enough impossible. 13th, the 13th lap, still 18th. Magnussen is still about the same distance.
And Mercedes have pulled off
A
a
shocking
great
race.
here today.
Absolutely shocking race. But congrats to Lewis Hamilton on the win.
To achieve this win?
Well, they
I
certainly
think
stood
he's
out as a driver
not
with
far
tons
to
of confidence
actually
on the
overtaking me,
track.
which is
I
embarrassing.
think their ability to keep their cool, even
Yeah,
during
a few
some
more
of the
laps, he probably would have
hectic parts of the
overtaken
race
me.
meant they were able to
Yeah.
capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Up until this race, the season's gone pretty well. So, yeah.
After an excellent
gutted.
performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it. Let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Lewis Hamilton takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
Well, it's absolutely got to be Alexander Albon, no hesitation. He put in a performance today that's only going to build further upon his already growing reputation.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes move to the top of the table. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
I guess the only positive is that Weber and Norris did not get any points. So, I guess that's good. So we're still above Norris in the championship. Yay! Woo! Yay! I just think the McLaren just had no pace. I had no pace, and it was just a terrible, terrible combination. But now we have to negotiate our contract. Yes, lovely. As you can probably guess, the rivalries did not go very well. Lost a few points. Norris is now well out in the lead. It's really not gone very well. Got a few resource points, which I'll obviously chuck straight into the car. All about... Oh man, look at that, it's depressing.
Well, let's hope for a better
Yeah.
race next time out, eh?
Fingers crossed, lads. Fingers crossed. So I'm going to start negotiating a new contract. So my value is higher than the contract value.
It's time for us to renegotiate your contract. Here you can see the current deal. Once negotiations begin, the team will make you an offer. You can accept if you like, but I strongly suggest we push for better terms.
Yeah, they were like, oh, can you qualify 12th and finish 7th? I'm like, no, 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 no. Not a chance. Not a chance. I think I'm being a little bit ambitious here. This is my first attempt at the contract, and yeah,
We're asking for too much.
far
here.
too much.
We need to make some compromises.
Yeah, I do also a terrible job of negotiating the contract. Let's bring some of these levels down. I really need like 2 upgrades per department, to be honest. So bring that down a little bit. Pit stops, I could maybe turn it off. We could also move teams if we wanted to.
They aren't coming round to that proposal. Let's
It's
try
getting a bit
something else.
closer, but they want more. It's weird to say, oh yeah, I can qualify 10th. Depends on the track, depends on the car you give me. Yeah, I really wanted to get that level 3 upgraded speed. I want to get the car in a winning position. And I try and change the positions a little bit as well. So finish 10th, qualify 12th.
I'm afraid negotiations.
See, I thought that went
broken down,
okay.
and there's nothing more I can do.
Like the value.
Luckily, we had the team's original offer
Great.
to fall back on, so we've agreed to those
Lovely.
terms. We'll have another chance to negotiate down the road.
So I got to finish. Now I got to finish each race in 7th place to keep the team happy. Yay! I believe on that last attempt though, I was matching my value to the contract. So I don't know why they said no. But again, just a shocking weekend overall. Nothing went to plan. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to see Barcelona tomorrow, Sunday, let me know. Leave your likes and comments below. Hopefully, it goes better. I mean, if it's completely plain sailing, I was winning every race, I guess that'd be quite boring as well. So I guess it's just a fork in the road. And hopefully we can come back stronger. Bye-bye.